because Josh Frydenberg did flag at the weekend that he sees that there needs to be more flexibility in super. Now, what does flexibility actually mean? What do you think? What do you think that means in terms of the future of our structure of superannuation? Should we be able to use it to buy homes, for example?
Well, Laura, our superannuation system our compulsory superannuation system is nearly 30 years old, and we know that it's served Australians very well, and that more people are retiring with more money than ever before. But it's not a perfect system by any stretch. Fees are still way too high. There's duplicate accounts in the system, so people get charged 2 sets of fees, 2 sets of insurances. Some of those insurances have been inappropriately applied in the past, and there's still this great tail of underperforming funds. But because of the opacity and also the disengagement from the system, people don't even know when they're in an underperforming fund. Now, we have introduced to Parliament the Your Future, Your Super reforms. They've gone through the House of Representatives and are with the Senate right now to address some of those issues, getting rid of those duplicate accounts by making sure that your superannuation follows you from job to job, making competitive pressure on those super funds by setting a benchmark test that they have to pass before they're allowed to, and if they don't pass it in terms of their performance, they have to notify their members. And if they don't pass it 2 years in a row, they can't accept new members. And we'll also do an online comparison tool so that people can find a better super fund and one that better suits their needs. All up, those reforms will put back into the super funds of Australians around $17.9 billion. So it's not just about flexibility, it's also about making sure that the system works harder for you. The money that you already have works harder for you right now.
Jane Hume, it sounds like you want to be the minister to fundamentally change the way super operates in this country. Is that true?
Well, I think that over the last 2 years, we've made some significant changes already. We've introduced choice to superannuation. You can now choose which super fund you want to be in rather than being forced into a fund by your employer. We've brought down fees by capping them and making sure that you don't get charged a fee on the way out the door. We've introduced the superannuation guarantee amnesty, which has put more money back into people's accounts. We've just passed in the Senate last week the demise of eligible rollover funds. These are old-fashioned products that really don't have a home anymore to, again, consolidate your superannuation into one account. We've already made great strides in reforming superannuation. It took a Labor government to create super. That's part of their mythology. That's right. But it's certainly taken a coalition government to reform it.